Hello, welcome to Align Times. I'm your host, Rajesh Patil. Aligning your business with customer demands. Timing is everything. Let's talk today about the big news. BECU, Boeing Employee Credit Union, has a new CEO. Beverly Anderson will be taking over the role of CEO at BECU from December 5th, 2022. And she will be replacing Benson Porter, who is the current CEO at BECU. Benson will be retiring end of this year, and Beverly Anderson would be the next CEO at BECU. Benson, before moving to BECU, was a CEO at First Tech Federal Credit Union, and that is where I worked at First Tech, met with Benson, worked very closely for a little bit of time at First Tech when the merger between Edison Avenue and First Tech has happened. Now, the BECU is one of the largest credit unions. And they are $30+ billion assets, and they have been serving for 80+ years. BECU is considered as a mecca of credit unions based on their size. Now, the question is, with a new leadership coming from the large bank and technology and fintech experience, will that play to be a good thing, or will that change the direction of the whole credit union industry? I would love to hear from you all. What are your thoughts? Beverly Anderson has worked with great organizations like American Express, Wells Fargo, Equifax, and brings a wealth of experience to the credit union industry. And that might be turning up into a great thing for the whole industry, where it can help us transform and put ourselves, the credit unions, in a better position to compete with banks. Or will this kind of a situation blur that line that we have been talking about for generations, the line between the credit unions and the banks? Will that line continue to blur, and the credit unions and banks will start operating in the same way? What do you fear, or what do you celebrate? I would love to hear from you. I think, according to me, this is a great opportunity for credit unions to bring in these leaders from the large banks and bring in that knowledge and experience to the industry that is very much needed for the credit unions to sustain the current economic downturn and continue to grow, strengthen their ground, and continue to compete with the banks and be the financial institutions that is available in the credit unions. On the other side, I fear that the credit unions, the strength of each credit union is its culture, and is the strength of credit unions is it being a small financial institutions within a community, helping a community. Will that change? Will the credit unions now start merging together to become a larger credit unions, requiring leaders from the larger banks to come and lead those credit unions? And will that erase the culture? Will that remove the community presence of the credit unions in the near future? We don't know. But I think at this time, this is a great news for the industry to have somebody like Beverly Anderson leading one of the largest credit union, BECU, and showing us how things can be done to grow, strengthen the bottom line, and grow the top line. It would be interesting to watch in the next coming years how other credit unions will move on to this direction of bringing the bank leaders to drive the credit unions, and in terms of the merger, and how this will all play out. Love to hear your comments. Thank you for watching. Keep watching Align Times.